Okay, now we are going to sew the ring connectors on the sides. The final result looks like this. And we're going to do the front connector as well. Okay, first you're going to take your piece, your 4 eye pieces. Now this is what the original piece looks like, but for the vinyl adaptation, I cut 1 inch off the long length. And for the non-vinyl adaptation, you end up sewing along the sides, wrong sides together, and turning it just like, and top stitching it just like we did on the flap. Okay, but with the vinyl adaptation, we're gonna take our pieces and fold them like this, clip them. If you like to use basting tape, you can use that here. And I will clip this all the way around. So the raw edges meet in the center. Now I'm going to top stitch along the edge. I believe the pattern says top stitch 1/4 inch from the edge. And that's just to keep this edge down. If you really prefer the look of 1/8 of an inch, you certainly can do that. And I put on my Teflon foot. If you have a walking foot, that works great too. So I've sewed up one edge, and now I'm going to sew along the other edge. Okay. An 1.5 inches on the inside diameter. Now, if you have a smaller or a larger ring, you're going to have to adapt this by, if it's a smaller ring, you'll need to make this piece longer. And remember, it does have to go in half. So whatever, the pattern gives some direction on how to adjust for that. And then if you have a larger ring, you'll make it shorter. So we're going to fold this in half, and I'm going to baste across the raw edge. And because I don't really want my inside showing where the raw edges are, I'm also going to baste, or not baste, I'm going to sew right here close to the ring. Okay. You can get out your zipper foot to make it nice and close, or I'm just going to, since this foot is narrower, I'm going to use this one. And with it being Teflon, it makes it easier for my machine. And I did forward and back stitch at the beginning of my seam here so that the stitching won't come off. Okay. Now you have 3 others, so we're going to repeat it with these 3, and we're going to wrap 2 around each hook, so we end up with 2 on each, or 2 around each ring. So I'm going to do that now. Each with 2 side connectors. And now I'm going to need my gusset pieces. Two of my gusset pieces. I have 4 total, and I need 2 of them. That's piece B. Now, I did include on the pattern piece the angle. Hopefully that'll be helpful. What I just do is I measure down 2 inches from the side, and I put the connector there, and then I angle it out so that an inch is sticking out. So 2 inches down, 2 inches down, and then this angle right here is an inch. And then I'm gonna clip that and baste across it. Now I'm going to take, and then after that I'm going to take my other gusset and my other set of ring connectors, and I'm going to do the same thing, mirroring. So one gets basted to the left side, one gets basted to the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. With rings attached, and they're just basted on the seam, and we will trim this edge off later. So for now we're going to set these aside.